You are probably asking yourself, what are the downsides of working as a flight attendant? Well, stay with me. I am going to share with you what are we actually limited to. Hello travel lovers! For those of you who don't know me yet, my name is Anna Maria, a former flight attendant with a decade of flying experience. I've created this YouTube channel to help people like you all over the world in achieving your dreams and goals in becoming a flight attendant. On today's episode, I am going to share with you what are the downsides of working as a cabin crew. I personally don't like to look at anything as a limitation. Instead, I like to look at things from a different perspective. Especially when you do represent a big brand, there are certain things that you can't do in order not to jeopardize the company image. And why would you want to do that? At the end of the day, you've been working so hard to achieve your dream job. Why would you want to lose it? You need to bear in mind, when you work as a flight attendant, your job represents more risks towards your health. And in order for you to preserve your health, there are certain things that you can't really do and a normal person is able to do. Being a flight attendant is like being a superstar on a red carpet each and every day. You are on the spotlight. You must always remember that people will always want to take pictures of you. So something that you can't really do when you are wearing the company uniform is displaying inappropriate behavior, like shouting to your fellow colleagues or walking in a certain way, not wearing your uniform in an appropriate manner, not having your red lipstick in place, and so on and so forth. The list can carry on. But you must always consider the way you look. It's jeopardizing the company image if it's not appropriate. Even when you are not wearing a company uniform, you must always behave appropriately, especially when you are in public. Why? Because people are not going to judge you as a person, but they are going to judge an entire airline and crew community based on one person's behavior. If you are already a flight attendant or you're planning to become one, then you must get mentally prepared and kiss your holidays goodbye, because it's highly impossible when you work in a customer service industry to have your holidays with your loved ones. Another downside or a blessing, depends how you want to look at it, as being a flight attendant is that you can't really have long-lasting friendship. Why? Because you're hardly at home, and you must consider that 90% of the time that you are going to spend is going to be alone with yourself. The way I like to look at it is that you actually have more time to spend it with yourself and get to know yourself better. Something else that you need to bear in mind if you are planning to become a flight attendant is that you can't drink 12 hours before the flight. Sometimes they do random checks for drug and alcohol tests, and if you are tested positive, you are going to lose your job on the spot. As a flight attendant, if you do get sick, there are certain medications that you can't really use because they do not comply with the airline rules and regulation, and you can't really take anything as you please, because you can test positive for drug and alcohol tests. As a flight attendant, you can't really have open opinions on social media about your work, the hotel you're actually staying on duty, or your fellow colleagues. When it comes to jewelry, as a flight attendant, there are certain things that you cannot really wear on board of an aircraft. You need to always fall into the company standards. Your hairstyle and your hair color must also fall into the company image and uniform standards. Men flight attendants can't have a beard or a ponytail. As a flight attendant, you can't have visible tattoos or piercings. Also, you can't fly with severe rashes on your face or heavy acne. As a flight attendant, if you do get sick with something as simple as a cold, you are not allowed to fly. Why? Because once you are up in the air, due to the altitude pressure, you can actually burst your eardrums and become deaf. Why would you want to do that to yourself? And last but not least, once you are on a layover, you can't really do dangerous sports. Something as bungee jumping, paragliding, or even diving. Any sport that can cause you harm while you are on a layover, you are not allowed to do. For any questions you might have regarding the lifestyle of a flight attendant or how to become a flight attendant, I've created specially for you a monthly live event on my Facebook page. In order for you to be able to participate at my live event, make sure you do follow me so you don't miss the notification. I thank you so much for watching, and if you did find this information useful, do let me know in the comments down below. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and why not like it. Until next time we meet, let your wings spread and fly as high. Sky is your limit, and who knows, I'll meet you up in the sky.